everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me Anarga, and today is gonna be the beginning of our zodiac tarot readings for the year 2024. So we'll see what's coming in for you in this year. We'll see what good things are coming for you, what are the blessings and what you should be aware of, and what can you work towards and what can you expect basically of this year from you. And I know the setting is a little odd, and I have a very good reason for that because my tripod broke while I was recording this video. So yeah, there goes that. And this is temporary, I'll for sure fix it up, but yeah, for now this is it. And let's start because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. For today we'll start with Aries, our first zodiac sign. So let's see how this goes. And also this shuffling part can take a little while, so you might want to skip it. If that is something you want to do, it's totally fine, because it will take a few minutes for me to like literally lay the cards properly all out, and then we can officially begin with the reading. So let's see what's coming in for Aries in 2024. What can the viewers expect? What's coming in for Aries in 2024? Okay, King of Swords. What else do we have? Knight of Wands in reverse and Six of Wands in reverse. For sure, a lot of energy consuming or energy like filled. That is up to you. Okay, we have Judgment and the Sun in reverse. Four of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. What else? Please conclude the reading. Oh, there's actually so much, like I can feel that, you know, there's a lot of cards that are coming out and I don't know if I can take them all. Wait a second. Let me place them more strategically. Okay. Because I don't want to like leave any cards out just because they don't fit into my spread. Okay. Let's see. Let's clarify these cards and see a more detailed version of the reading. Please clarify the King of Swords. Okay, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Please clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. Clarify. Okay. There's a lot to be said is what I'm seeing. You know, it's like very rushed and very quick. See, even before I can say anything, it already comes out. So yeah. Clarify the Sun in reverse. Okay, won't be taking this one. This one. Four of Cups. Please clarify the Four of Swords. You can see how quick it is. Like, it's literally on point. Wheel of Fortune. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, can't take these many of cards. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles with one card only. Okay, there's always going to be more than one, so let's take it anyway. Please clarify these cards here for me, specifically the Ace of Pentacles. Please clarify that. Well, it's already clarified in a way, but okay. Nice. Amazing. And at the back we have the Eight of Cups. You know, I already shot this video halfway when that broke, and the thing is, I think I got somewhat the same cards that have come out right now. And that's always a satisfying thing to see in tarot, you know? You think that it's just coincidentally happening, but nothing is really a coincidence in tarot. So let's pull out a few oracle cards too. Let's see what's going on and what's to come in your 2024 for Aries. So let's see. Endurance. Bees. The same card came out. Literally same cards are coming out. Mushrooms, endurance, bees. Anything else? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, more than enough cards to give you a full sufficed reading. And braid in reverse. Okay, at the back. Let's get this. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started with your reading, Aries. So this is a very, very, very big year for you is what I'm seeing first of all. And this year is all about you. It's not about the people around you, it's not about your relationships, your friendships, your endeavors or anything. It's mostly about you. It's mostly about you, your growth, your healing, your it's all about you. This year, no matter whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, the biggest thing that I'm watching is that you're going to be spending a lot of time with yourself. You're going to be spending a lot of time alone, isolating, away from the crowd, away from the people, and even maybe away from your loved ones, is what I'm seeing. But firstly, the thing that's coming out, and this is really, really huge. So, there's a lot of cards about growth, there's a lot of cards about maturity, there's a lot of cards about breaking free from a cycle. There might be something in your life right now that is sort of bugging you subconsciously on a subconscious level. You might not even be aware of it, or you might not even think of it as a very big deal. Something might have happened in your past, something which was sort of heartbreaking, something which made you doubt yourself, something which felt like a loss. Loss not as in loss, but loss as in, losing something, like, why do I keep saying the same words? Loss as in, like, you lost something. Like, you could have won or you could have lost. Like, you lost that way. So something might have happened. This can be in the recent past, or maybe something very much in the past. But what I'm watching is that something happened that was really, really, that made you sort of feel like you were at loss of something, that made you feel like you maybe weren't enough about something, and this thing sort of emotionally discouraged you in a lot of ways. And right now you might think of this thing as, okay, it's not really bothering me that much now, or maybe it's not really that big a deal. It's been a long time since it happened, or maybe it might have not been a long time, but it feels like I've been over that for a very, very long time now. But this thing is subconsciously bugging you. This has a very huge impact on why you are the way you are right now. There might be a lot of things in your daily life that you are lacking towards. It might be a sense of commitment, there might be a sense of commitment towards people, commitment towards work, you not being able to fully be there for something or someone. And basically the thing is that this thing, this trait of yours, is hindering your success, not just with people and not just with relationships, but just with yourself as well, and with where you're gonna go or you're gonna land up with everything. It's like, it's a big thing. And now what I'm seeing is that this year you'll spend a lot of time healing, not just this, but a lot of other your healing wounds and things that need to be discovered. This is a very spiritual year for you, is what I'm seeing, because there's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of ups, sorry, not ups, this is not the up, this is for sure the down. But there's a lot of ups and downs. We're watching a lot of like major arcana cards over here. We have judgment, we have judgment twice. We have it in reverse as well. First of all, we have it in reverse, and then we have it upright. So, and you go from the reverse to the upright. So basically you have a lot of beliefs about yourself, a lot of, I would say, negative beliefs about yourself, and you might not really think about them as often, or you might think that, okay, everyone has their goods and bads and everything. But there's a lot of beliefs about yourself that really are not meant to be there. You should feel fully confident about yourself, you should feel fully positive about yourself. And even though you might be a very confident person, you might be very, you might have that god complex that everyone talks about, but low-key deep down, you might feel like you're lacking something, or you might feel this need, this insecurity, you might feel this need of re-evaluation or reassurance from other people in any sort of form, which is totally okay, totally understandable. But what I'm seeing is that this year you'll go from being that kind of person to a person who is fully self-assured, who is fully like confident and fully within themselves, and they don't really seek any sort of reassurance from anyone outside themselves, and in themselves they're fully sure. So there is some sort of cycle that is coming to a close within this year. You know, there might be something, there might be a cycle that you have been repeating for quite a while. There might be something, it can, this can be a person, this can be a habit, this can be a particularly not a good habit, or something in your life that is sort of, you know, forming a cycle. Like you see every 2 to 3 months or every year, it's like some sort of cycle repeats in your life, and every year this is like a speciality is what I'm seeing. You know, every year there is something you think about breaking a cycle, there's some change that you think about doing, you think about going through, but you don't really follow through your actions, and it's like this one cycle keeps on repeating. Now, because obviously this is like a very general reading, because a lot of people are watching it, so I can't get really specific with my words here, because this can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But you know, you have to do the guessing here. That is your work, that is your the work on your part. But what I'm watching is there's some sort of cycle that is being repeated every year by you, but this year you're finally gonna break it. And let me tell you, I keep it real here, so it's not gonna be easy. This year is a full on, it's a full on year for you is what I'm seeing. You know, there's a lot happening. I'm watching you enjoy a lot of things. I'm watching you spending time, you know, having fun. I'm watching you struggling. I'm watching you breaking through those, you know, shadows, doing the shadow work, getting over that, all that childhood trauma, all those things that are sort of in your mind, sort of holding you back. And there's a lot of work going on. But what I'm watching is that mostly you're doing it by yourself. You know, I'm not really watching a lot of people around you. If romance is something, that aspect of the reading that you were wanting to know about, to be honest, I'm not really watching you connected with anyone else for this year. You might be spending a lot of time alone. There might be conversations with a lot of people, there might be, you know, slight interactions or slight situations going on, but I'm not really watching any sort of like big commitments for you. And basically this year you will be getting over the commitments of your past years, you know, like whatever commitments, whatever relationships you've had in your past, like this time before this year, you will be sort of getting over that completely. Like you thought you were over it, you thought you had your work done, you thought, you know, you were ready for a new relationship or for new people to meet with and to finally like have something good for once. But what I'm watching is that this year you're going to be spending time, a lot of time, recovering from your past relationships. And if you're already committed to someone, then okay, I won't further commit on that, because you know there's a lot of cards about leaving something. There's a lot of cards about again breaking a cycle. There's a lot of card about feeling lost, feeling like you are losing your sense of direction, and that will obviously make you feel sad in a lot of ways. But what I'm watching over here is that you will find your way, and the way will be a way. So if there is this might be like, I don't know, but this is more like, this seems more like a romantic interest to me than anything else. So this might be it, or this can be something work related, this can be something related to you, or this can be a friend even, like this can be anyone, to be honest. So yeah, just see how this goes for you. But what I'm watching is that there is someone toxic, there is someone I mean, this person might not even be toxic, but they're just not meant for you, and you keep going back to this person, or somehow low-key, deep down, you keep hoping for this person to come back, or maybe something to happen. It's not like you're totally, like, you know, dying if that doesn't happen, but in the back of your mind, you haven't really let go of this person, so it's really like stopping you. Also, there might be someone out there for you who is actually good for you, but you can't really see your blessings, you know. There might be someone in your life, there might be someone already in your life who is like really, really right for you, but it's like you are already blocked out and you can't really see this person. This person, it doesn't have to be a romantic interest. Again, this can be a friend, this can be just, you know, a co-worker or anyone. Basically, this is someone who really makes you feel seen, or like genuinely heard, or like just appreciated in general. Like no matter how reassured or how confident are you, at the end of the day we do need a few people, you know, who are going to remind us of that, who are going to remind us of how much of a beautiful person we can really be. Because sometimes, you know, the mirror gets unclear and we can't really see ourselves or appreciate ourselves for the way we should, and we just need these people around us, you know, as friends or lovers or any form that we can get. And basically there are people like this in your life, but you really don't see these people, you ignore these people for other people who are ignoring you. That's the cycle of life. But what I'm saying is you're working towards yourself, your relationships. I won't exactly say relationships like but you are working, like it's self. If you're working on yourself, you are indirectly working on relationships with other people as well, and you're working on your work and your work ethic. I'm watching a lot of routines, I'm watching a lot of grinding era. There's a lot of cards. We have the Knight of Wands, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. We have a lot of different knights and kings, which basically like is depicting a sort of work ethic, a work routine. Work wise, things might not feel like they're escalating or going anywhere, but it's like right now you are not very disciplined the way you should be. Life is expecting a discipline out of you at this time, but you are not very disciplined as of now in 2023. But what I'm watching is that in 2024, what's basically happening is that you're forced into these cycles with the routines and habits that you really need to imbibe in your life, and you will imbibe these things in your life by letting go of because once the main thing that's happening over here is that this year you'll basically learn how to prioritize yourself over anyone else. And once you start doing that, once you start into falling into that routines, falling into that discipline, small changes really go a big way. So once you start doing that, what I'm watching is that a lot of other things will just start falling into place for you. This you will take a break. There will be an isolation period in 2023 for sure. This can be a sort of spiritual awakening. Whether you believe in these things or not, you don't really need to be a spiritual person to have this sort of spiritual awakening. I mean, you need to be spiritual, but you might not even believe in it, but you can be spiritual, right? So what I'm watching is that there will be an isolation period. You will take time from everyone around you, and that will really be an eye-opening period. And after that, things will just start falling into place. You will become that disciplined work ethic person who really just goes for the grind and is not really toxic, like working in a toxic way. It's just like good. And moreover, what I'm watching is that a lot of different things will start falling into a place. You will recover from a lot of things that you didn't know you need recovering from. And basically, yeah, I mean, that's really good. That's really good. This is a year of transformation. You will be growing in silence. Like mushrooms, we know, like mushrooms are substances that can grow in any weather, anywhere, anyhow, and they can just grow in like the wildest circumstances, and they grow in silence. They don't need a lot of water or a lot of care or soil. They can just grow in any circumstances. So this is going to be your period. Like no one's going to expect this glow up out of you, but guess what, this glow up is going to come, and it's going to be huge. And basically what I'm seeing is you will gain a lot of endurance, you will gain a lot of perspective, a lot of patience this year. This year will literally mature you in ways that you didn't know you need maturing, or you didn't thought was possible. This might sound a little boring for now, but these are big things that are happening for you, and this year is gonna be anything but boring. That is one thing that I can say for sure. And basically this is like sort of your shadow period. Like if you're a turtle, this is basically your snail or turtle or anything. This is basically the period you are in your cocoon. You might be a caterpillar right now. In all these years you were this caterpillar, you were having fun, you were just living your life, you were just going with the flow. You were never really the kind of person to have a lot of things thought ahead of you. You just take things one step at a time. Like even if you are like planning for something, it's like you plan one step at a time, which is great. I am that sort of person too. Like I don't really think that much into future, but the thing is like now you are at a place where you can think a lot in the future. At least you can hope for something in the future so that it can manifest, right? So basically what I'm watching is that this is your cocoon period. This is a period that you will stay still in one place and really take that time off that you need, only to come back stronger, bigger, harder, and just like be a new person and be this beautiful butterfly who flourishes in every sphere. And this will mean that this year you will be in your feminine energy, disregarding the sex you are. That doesn't matter at all. Feminine energy is all about being in one place, receiving. It's a receiving energy. Like masculine energies is usually about going for the grind and like just doing things to get things done, right? And that is happening. You are getting a lot done, but also you are balancing it with your divine feminine energy, which is like you put in the work and then you relax and you wait for things to come to you. Like you also go into manifestation, you attract things. So what I'm watching is that this year you will get somewhat into manifestation as well. You might be already into manifestation, you might see that these things work and stuff like that, but this year you might actually get a lot into manifestation and a lot into, you know, that whole jazz we're talking about. And all in all, this is a very great year for you, like spiritually and as a whole. If you see, you know, like this year it might feel like every day is the same and you're like not much is happening, but this is the kind of time, you know, when you pass this time and you look back, it's like so much happened, I grew so much, like so there was so much progress and I didn't even realize it. It's that kind of a year. And to be honest, this year will go by just this year will go by just as quick as your 2022 did, so you don't have to worry about that. And there is a lot of excitement as well, I'm not disregarding that. There's a lot of excitement, you will be having fun, but what I'm seeing is, you know, it won't be that immature or that just carefree sort of fun. It will be fun, but it will be meaningful fun, it will mean a lot to you. And this year, after this year, you won't be the same person you were ever. So yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such tarot content. You can put your suggestions down in the comments below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.